All right. So, unfortunately, the video I was making for the Linux programmatic remediation um, didn't work because I was falling asleep in between, so I had to restart it. So I just went to bed and I woke up, and now I'm going to do it again. So let's go. We're going to first provision a Linux virtual machine. Right, virtual machine. All right, let's choose a student resource group and call this Linux. Let's check. Scan. Yep, I'll choose a Ubuntu server. It's a password. And as usual, we're going to use our environment. We're going to use lab test name and cyber lab 123 or cybersec 123. Yes, standard SSD. Range. Oh, we'll click on this. Management, monitoring, disable. Awesome. Okay. Um, okay, so while this creates, I'll go to create an authenticated scan in Tenable. Make sure we use this. Login. Mm, Okay, so we need the private IP. And yes, host SSH username. Actually, we'll change this to password. Then we'll use lab testing. Okay. Sudo root. Okay. Sudo root. I think we leave the rest alone. Save. Save and launch. First, let's connect via Bastion. Okay. Alright, scan is pending. Here we are. Okay, so let's do ID. Mm, yeah, so I get device details. If I do for oops, lab testing, obviously. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, scan is running, so we'll come back in a bit when the scan is almost done. Or when the scan is done, and then we can configure some more vulnerabilities. Okay, so the scan is done, and it took about 17 minutes. We could see 0 critical, there's 1 high, 5 mediums, and 2 lows. So we're going to first export this. Mhm. Uh, I think these were Windows programmatic scans. So I'll just label this as scan one. So these ones were the Windows programmatic scans, and this is the Linux one. So next we're back in Linux, and we're going to go by this. Now we're going to put in the vulnerability. So first we're going to start with sudo apt update. This will update the local package index from configured repositories. Okay. And once that is done, next we would install the Samba file sharing service without prompting for configuration. Okay. Awesome. All right, and it says next we'll open the Samba configuration file in the Nano text editor with admin privileges. Sorry. Okay. And it says go to the bottom and paste this. All right. Okay. You have to go all the way to the bottom. All right. And paste. Okay. And then save. So Control X and then Y and then enter. So Control X and then Y and enter. Okay. And step 3, we have to restart the Samba SMB service to apply configuration changes. So that's what we're going to do. Sudo system ct. Is that a 1 or an L? I think that's a 1. Restart SMBD. Okay. Next is enable the Samba SMB service to start automatically at boot. Right, it says enabled. And step 4, we have to verify. Show which process is listening on port 445 SMB. So we can see TCP listening. Yes, TCP. Okay. Which process listening? We've got TCP listening. Okay, and then what's next? Now we're going to do the next vulnerability. So we'll do this again. Sudo apt update to update the local package index. Awesome. And then we're going to install VSFTPD FTP server without prompting for confirmation. Okay, let's then next we have to enable anonymous access. Open the FTP config file in the nano text editor with admin privileges. Okay, if you say so. Following the instructions, we're supposed to find anonymous and enable it to no. Oh, anonymous enable, which is no, and change it to yes. And as we can see right here, anonymous no is here. Change it to a yes. If you don't see it, okay, well, we see it, so we don't need to. Anonymous enable yes. And then Control X, Y, and enter. Control X, Y, and then enter. Okay. And step 3, you have to restart the FTP. So we'll do sudo system ct1 restart FTP. And then enable to start automatically at boot. Enabled. They have to verify FTP ports to show which process is listening on port 21. And it's TCP32. TCP. Okay. Yeah, you should see this. Okay. this one. All right. Optional quick test. Connect to the FTP server by running your own machine. Plus anything. If it logs in, vulnerability exists. We want to do this. Okay, so could copy this, connect it. Okay, so let's test it out. Okay, so we know the FTP is listening on port 21. Okay, let's run this. And ask for a name, and the name is anonymous, right? Anonymous, and then a password, which is anything, so we'll probably leave it blank. So let's do anonymous. Oops, no caps. Anonymous. I don't know if it's case sensitive, so I just want to do everything lowercase. And the password, we just leave it blank. And it looks like we're logged in. Yeah, we're logged in. Oops. All right, so just do okay. All right, so we know it's logged in successfully. So just press Control C, and then we'll log in from maybe log out from the FTP part. All right. So what's next? So now we're going to run the scan again, and we'll observe more vulnerabilities, and then we'll come back to remediate them with the command. So let's go back to Tenable, go back to scans, and we'll rerun this programmatic scan launch. So I'll come back in about 30 minutes because I'm sure this time it has a lot more things to scan, and we'll check how far it goes. All right, so the scan is done. Took 21 minutes, and you can see now we have 7 medium, 2 highs, and 3 lows. So the SMB, you can see the anonymous FTP is enabled. What else? Let's see. SMB protocol V1 is done. It's is enabled. Yeah, no issues found. SSH password accepted. Okay, credentials are right. Okay, so I think basically these are the vulnerabilities. We have 2 highs, 7 mediums, and 3 lows. And let's see. So our first vulnerability was the SMB version 1, and we found it. Where is it? SMB is here. Sign in not required. And then we also saw SMB version 1 here, enabled. The next vulnerability was anonymous FTP enabled. We could find right here. And then the FTP server here. I want it to be basically started it. Yeah, so it's 2 main vulnerabilities. SMT. I don't know what's happening. Okay. So now we have to let's export this. Okay. And sorry. Let's open downloads. So open both. No. Good. All right. So if we check our first scan, one high, five mediums, and two lows, and you can see now we have two highs, seven mediums, and three lows. All right. If we compare them, we could see the FCP, anonymous. These ones, I'm assuming they are from an Ubuntu update would take care of these. I'm not sure, but this SMB signing not required. Command injection. No idea what that is. I'll check it out later. Microsoft Windows SMB guest account. Okay. Oh yeah, that's the SMB version that we allowed. State detection, yada yada yada. Trying to find the SMB version 1 enabled. SMB remote host information. Do we have that here? Okay, that we didn't have that here, but we do have it here. But we don't have it here. Okay. All right. So now we have to start working on the remediation. Use the bash scripts to automatically remediate vulnerabilities. I don't know why this keeps happening with GitHub. I guess I'll have to keep trying. Okay. Anyway, then we can just start from this one. So I'm not sure if we should run everything together or if we could break it down, because it does look like we can break it down. But I really want to see what's in here. Okay, great. Let's zoom in a bit. A lot more space. Removing existing server entries. Start somewhere. This will delete the file after it's done. So I think this is breaking down the script here. wget http. Let's see if we can find that from here. There it is. Download the script. http remediation enabled. SMB signing. Oh, let me see. .sh. Okay. And chmod. Okay, and this is the second one, the second part of it, and this is the third part of the script. So it's just the first part, second part, and third part. This is the second part of the script, and this is the third part of the script. So this is the first part ends here. Okay. So summary signing not required. Okay, so this will fix this vulnerability. SMB signing not required. Okay. Removing existing server entries. This is the global. Interesting. Okay. Almost forgot I was recording. All right. So basically, if we could do them one by one, we could take the script individually and run them. So I think that's what we should do. Let's take this. Okay, let's take this whole row. Now paste it, but I will. Oh, no, I didn't say run it. Okay, I'll just. Oh no. Okay. So for some reason I can't paste it without it running. Control Z. Okay, let's just do this, and then let's go back and remove the hashtag. Okay, and then we take. So basically, to download the script, and again, we should let's see if we can find where the script is supposed to be. Yeah, let's maybe do this. Okay. So it's going to download this particular script. Okay. Right. Okay. And this script is the same script as this. Like, okay. So it's going to download this script, and then it's going to make the script executable. So we should just copy this. Make it executable, and then execute the script. I think it's done. Let's come back here, and it says, then we test to see if it's done. Let's verify to see if it's done. What's required? Okay. So basically it says here, I think that is it. I think it's done. Next but it's too long, yada yada. So yeah. Okay, so we did right. So we could either like group all this and just run it all together. So let's just do it again. And enter. And then if we verify, perfect. All right. So basically the same thing. So that should be done. And then we have to remediate the anonymous FTP. This time we're not going to break it down into bits. We're just going to copy everything since we know that's what the code does. Plus, I'm not sure if I would say too many. Okay, you didn't say that. Okay. So this time I'm going to disable it so we can see. So this part of it, this will delete the file after you are done so it doesn't stay in the local system. Okay. This will download the script. Okay. This will make the script executable and then this will execute it. Okay. Fair enough. So at least we know what it does. We know it's going to disable the anonymous login. Done. And now let's verify. It should show anonymous enabled. No. Perfect. So you can see we see anonymous. Oops. Anonymous enabled. No. And that's how we know this is done. So we're going to run the authenticated scan. And I know when we run the authenticated scan, everything is going to go, but I don't know about these ones. Hold on. There's something I want to check out. In the very first scan, we had a lot of these Vim stuff, which I don't know what they are. And then the second scan gave us the SMB guest, blah, blah, whatever. So let's see. Hmm. I think I want to do something. I want to ask ChatGPT. Actually, first, let's open this. A version of them installed in the remote set is therefore fixable. Okay. Okay. So first, what I want to do is before I tackle any of these, I want to run. I don't know why I keep getting the. Before I tackle any of these VIM stuff, we know we have remediated these ones and we're going to run, the scan. But I do remember that previously in one of the labs we had previously, I ran some Linux updates, like some Ubuntu updates. Let's see if I can find them. Sheesh. Don't remember if it was here. Uh, is it here? No. I think it's no. This timetable. Is it was no. PowerShell. Um, no, I don't think this is it. 1 second. Mm, no, these are not it. It should be one of these. 1 second. I mean, this is my portfolio, so whatever I do here is fine. Ah, yeah, this is it. Okay, cool, 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 cool. So I did say, how do I run Ubuntu Linux updates? I run a Tenable scan on Linux Azure VM, and there are multiple vulnerabilities which I think an OS update might fix. Which I do think an OS update might fix a lot of these VIM stuff or this VM stuff. I'm not too sure, but we'll go and we'll follow this again. But basically, it said to confirm the OS version. I don't want to do any of that. I just want to go straight to the update. So we'll start with the sudo apt. Where is there it is. So we'll start from here. Sudo apt. Let's do an update for this one. Nice. And then install available updates. That's what we did. Also, I think this is the same thing we did in here, isn't it? I may be wrong, but let's see. We did a sudo update, and then yeah, no, this was to install Samba. Okay, no, we didn't do that. Heh, we didn't. Okay, this is a full. Yeah. Okay, it wasn't the same. And then we did this. I mean, I don't think we're supposed to do either or. I think we're supposed to do either or. I'm not sure we're supposed to do both, but I'm doing both just in case because I just want to target everything. Basically, install all available updates. And then if it was the same thing, why would it put it in step 3 and step 4? Replacing dependencies. This allows Ubuntu to install new packages or remove old ones if required. Okay, so we should probably have just done only this one, but it's fine. And then after that, we'll do number 5 and remove, clean up unused packages or remove unused packages of incident scans. And then we will reboot. Zero upgraded, zero newly installed, zero to remove, zero not updated. Okay, fine. If you say so. If you say so, fine. And then the next we will do is reboot and verify. No, so I didn't really verify the last. Blah, I didn't verify the last time, but I would rather reboot. Let's reboot this. Perfect. Disconnected. So we'll just wait until we can connect again, and then we will run our vulnerability scan. Do I have mosquitoes in? Come on, come on. The network connection to Bastion host. So maybe I'll pause it so I don't waste more time. Looks like I didn't have to pause it for long because it just, it's done. So we'll just do who am I? Oh, didn't work. Oh, who am I? Okay. Um, ID. So we can tell the version. Oops. The Ubuntu version. Okay. So now we'll rerun the scan. Did I already? I think I already exported this. So let's rerun the scan one more time. And we'll be back in about 30 minutes to see how far it's gone. So the scan is done, and this time it took about 20 minutes, as you can see, and it's brought us back to the same vulnerabilities we had when we started, because it's taking out all the ones that we took care of, right? But we have these vulnerabilities still, and I don't feel comfortable with just having these, so I went to ChatGPT and I presented the issues we had. Said I ran the scan on Tenable, find these vulnerabilities, how do I remediate them? Then I listed them. And then basically it told me that most of these findings fall into two categories: outdated software and then insecure services enabled ICMP timestamp FTP. Okay, so it's going to walk us out through how to fix them. So first, we'll fix the Vim vulnerabilities, the high plus the mediums. All right, examples from all these vulnerabilities are due to an outdated Vim package. Examples from your scan: command injection, buffer overflow, heap overflow, and stack overflow. These are fixed simply by upgrading the Vim to the patched version. So we'll check the current status. I don't understand anything that is here that I'm seeing. Nothing here. Sheesh. No. Mm, yeah, I have no idea what this is. It's January, what. I don't know what's this, but Tenable flag versions below 9.2008. And these ones were okay. So all the versions we had were below. Mm, sorry, sorry. I thought I. Oh, sorry, I thought I paused the recording. All right. So basically, we know it's below 9.2008, right? Yeah, we know it's below this. 0078. Yeah, because all these are 75, 74, 73, and this is, I don't know. Okay, so we found the vid version. We're going to update the system again. Okay, let's, all packages are up to date. Also, it says. So what do we do next? And then it says update the Vim specifically. Okay. 0, 0. Okay, so I don't know if that means it's updated or not. Or install the full package if a minimal version exists. Let's do it just in case. Still says 0 upgraded, 0 newly installed, 0 removed, and 0 found. Okay. And then we're going to verify again. If we verify, I think it's still going to be the same long-winded thing that we got. Yes, and we won't know. I don't really understand this. I don't. Let me see. I really don't understand anything that's here. Uh, this is a version 9.1, 2024, January 12. Okay, patches, yada yada yada. Hmm. Isn't this the same that was here? 9.1, January 2nd. Okay, so I don't think that really did anything. So, well, then let's check ICMP timestamp request, remote date disclosure. So we can do this. If using UFW, well, I don't know if I'm using a UFW. So let's see. Unsupported protocol. Okay, so it's unsupported protocol. Let's see. I'll have to add these. Where am I supposed to add it to? Hold up. Let's make this small. Now let's go up here. Where is it? This. I want to compare it a bit side by side. Seeing UFW for inputs, um, inputs P, ICMP type, accept, unreachable. This is not timestamp. Timestamp request. Destination earlier. Okay. Hmm. Edit this and add this. Okay. So maybe I'm supposed to just add this. I don't know if this is supposed to be. Hold on. Okay. Add. I guess then we press enter. Or enter will just do this. So I think to be Control X and then Y to save and then enter. Okay. And then let's reload. Firewall not enabled, and escape the reload. Okay, so I don't know what's happening. Was this supposed to be a firewall fix? I'm guessing that didn't work. Okay, so let's see what the next one says. FTP support clear text. Okay, check if it is installed. I think we already uninstalled it, didn't we? Oh, it's actually running. We didn't uninstall it. Okay, if it is, then we stop it. I'm guessing it's stopped now. Then use SFTP over SSH. Option 2. If FTP must remain. Well, we don't know if it must remain, so we might as well restart it. Hmm. Actually, let me see. Okay. Anonymous enabled, no. Okay. SSL enabled, yes. Do we see any SSL enabled? Listen, no. Hmm. I don't see it. Force local SSL logins. SSL enable. Okay, so here supposed to enable it, so yes. And then force local logins SSL, yes. Or is it? Let me see if I can find the force SSL thing. I mean, all these are documentation. Okay, so I don't understand what's happening, and maybe I'll need more time for that. Maybe I can do that later. Let's see. SSL enabled force local logins. I'm just not sure if I should add it to this. I'm not sure if I should just edit this SSL underscore enable to yes, and then add these two. I'm not sure, but let's see. Let's add these two. What did I do? Let's go Z. Damn it. Okay. Force local logins. Let's go from force local logins. I think that's how it's supposed to be. or I may have messed something up. I'm not sure. Either way, X, Y, enter. This is either going to be a very good idea or a very bad idea. And the next thing we have to do is restart. Because what can we do? And then reboot. All right, so we wait for it to finish rebooting. And then, okay. So first we'll wait for it to finish. Let's reconnect. Let's see. Two, one. Try to reconnect. Oh, good. So we're up. We'll do the same again. Who am I? ID. Name. Okay. Let's run the Tenable scan again, and then we will see if any of the things we did worked. Technically, we could drop off here because what we came to do, we've actually done it. We've actually remediated all the vulnerabilities that we created ourselves here. We've remediated them. This is just a side quest that we're doing. So yeah, I just want to know if I can somehow fix the Vim and the medium and the low stuff that we saw. So I'll just pause this until, oops, what's happening? Oh no, don't go there. Scheiße. Okay, so I'll just come back when it's done. So it's finally done, and this time it took 58 minutes and we didn't see any changes. So none of it worked, I guess. Boohoo for us. So yeah, this didn't work. They are still below 9.20075 as 78, right? Well, there is a 78 here, but it's on a low. So I don't know what is going on. But we did finish this should I say this project a few minutes ago. I just wanted to see if I could remediate these ones. So I'll probably do them again in my free time. But for now, I'm just gonna end it here. And yeah, I'll just end the I'll just go and hide and delete. Yeah. And I think we have one more project coming up, the final project for the vulnerability management. Um, and show me deleted. This should disconnect soon. Successfully deleted. Hmm. Come on. Yep, all is done. All right, so we're done. See ya.